Hey guys, welcome back to Reflections. I'm your host, Splice Knight, and tonight we're going to be talking about a concept or topic that I don't think I've ever even brought up here before. But if you are fans of my channel, you will know that I do TV music videos about Arrow and the Flash and other CW, DC comic TV shows. I'm kind of extending that right now in talking about what I'm expecting in the second half of DC's Arrow. The exciting thing for me about Arrow is the fact that we've got an antithesis essentially to the Arrow. Someone who has taken all this time to figure out how Oliver and the Green Arrow actually function as a character and showing them the flaws, which I think is really, really cool.
I studied you, Mother Queen. I know everything. Who you love, who you trust, who you've hurt.
But that's not what you guys are here for today. Today you're here for my theory on who I think, personally, Prometheus really is. So this is why I think Susan Williams is almost a calling card of Prometheus, and why I think that she is, in fact, Prometheus. Spoilers ahead, if you are not caught up on the series, I would do that immediately before the new season comes out. Alright, so right now, what we figured out is Prometheus is essentially not there to kill Oliver.
You haven't been listening. I'm not going to kill him.
That's not what he's about. He doesn't want the Green Arrow to die, which I feel like is a character flaw that'll come back eventually to kick him in the ass. But here's the thing. His whole deal has been about discrediting and showing him the error of his ways. So the interesting thing is that when Oliver is mayor and he's working in the mayor's office, one of the people who, in the beginning at least, came up as the constant opposite and the person who was constantly critiquing Oliver was Susan Williams, a reporter who got small bits of information from the mayor's office about workings and goings-on that were counter to what a lot of people of Star City wanted.
Oliver Queen's pick for deputy mayor has a history of alcohol abuse.
Have you watched any of my pieces?
I haven't. I think you're off the mark.
One thing that may be key is that she has been digging up information on Oliver a lot. Like, she's brought up a bunch of things that highly discredit him as a mayor, and that's hugely damaging for him trying to make any lasting change. So what does he do? He goes to her in a closed interview and says, "Stop. I don't want to do this. Please stop harassing me." And then from there, they start the romance arc.
Cheers.
Cheers.
But until then, and even a little bit afterwards, we see that we're clearly still trying to undermine Oliver. So I think, even though they don't show it in the later seasons, she's still clearly trying to undermine and demoralize and devalue Oliver, but we don't quite realize it in the same way. Exactly what Prometheus is trying to do. So because their two objectives seem to correlate so heavily, I feel like it's almost a heavy tipping of the hat that Prometheus is in fact not a male character. First of all, I think that the antithesis of Arrow would be fitting to be female as well, because we've got a headstrong male main character who is constantly butting heads with people, and we have Prometheus, a potentially female character who's seen all the negative that Oliver has been seeing in his work for a long time now, and she's essentially pointing it out, saying everything you do, everything you touch dies or is destroyed or is corrupted or ruined. They keep doing that. Prometheus has kept that as their central theme. They're essentially trying to unmake Oliver. Susan being in the close position of dating Oliver, this gives her the opportunity to get all the more intel and further unravel him and basically figure him out. Why this is significant? This gives her a huge leg up on everyone else for intel, even though she did actually bring Artemis in to do some further intel, which is one of the things that kind of pulls away from the logic of Prometheus being Susan. However, I still think, at the very least, it's a good way to further divide and destroy the team. So I think it still has a total effectiveness, even if she is Prometheus, to find ways to divide the team, which she's already done, and will be happening actually in episode 10. It was previewed that the team is being divided. Diggle, spoilers, has been arrested again. He's been taken in by special ops, and Oliver has his mentality weakened.
I ruined the lives of everyone that I come into contact with.
Existence of the new Laurel, which was teased at the end of episode 9. So basically, he's highly distraught and he doesn't really know what's going on. Especially as, if you watch the teaser, there'll be links to those two things down in the description down below. He's being completely destabilized, demoralized, and destroyed. And that is hugely psychologically wounding. Now, the benefit that she has by setting up this relationship is he will end up coming to her.
Oliver.
And she can completely control him from that point. And maybe even that gives her the opportunity to adjust his actions. Anyway, guys, that's just my theory, my thoughts. Where she could use this or what could be done. If you think differently, if you've got a completely different idea, maybe they're taking more notes from the comics that I'm not aware of. Anyway, that's just what I think. I'd love to hear your comments down below. Cheers. Splice night out.